Welcome, guys.
Or have you started yet?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Majestic start already.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So welcome back. This is round 2 of EGRL. And we're here at Singapore. There's tier 1 as well. Gotta make sure you remember that. Pull up the details of the race here quickly.
Yep.
So we're here. I'm new. NXC. This is Ryu on the other side. It's our first time commentating for this league. We've done commentating in the past for a few leagues, but nothing drastic. But
I think 2 races is a bit over-exaggerated for we have done this before.
yeah, I get that. But
Oh well, though.
we've been keeping a bit of track on what's been going on. We've had a look at the championship standings of a few races so far. And it seems to be, apologies for the very, very late response here. It looks to be Speed currently in the Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari. That is leading the championship after Canada, followed by Roman, Ollie, CG, Master Strike, Inferno, Elite, Owen, Renz, Aaron, and then Entok.
Our first driver's out, by the way.
So, yes, indeed.
Baby Mac Babyface.
So Babyface is out on top.
So we're gonna call him Babyface, I'd say.
I think so. Making the assumption, so we want. Oh, okay. Well, James G is allegedly on Inters.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, why?
I'm not sure. But I think that must be a glitch. So we've got Babyface.
Yeah, surely.
Out. We got Babyface, who is currently both already. So the 2 on track, Babyface and Ty, not scoring points in Canada. The opening round of the season, as we got two Kick Saubers of Noob, Tube, and Master Strike heading out now as well. As we cannot watch on board. Why can I not watch on board? Ah, there we go. And that is also actually James out, who is on intermediate tyres. Yes.
Alright, so he's probably the fastest one of the league when he does that.
On intermediate tyres. Okay.
Watch him still get provisional pole.
This would be incredible if you got provision.
Actually, we don't know. Anyways,
We don't know what.
Babyface up to the line now, starting his first lap. Yep.
I've got a feeling the game's really loud on my side, but at the same time, I do not know what the stream can hear. I'm assuming they can hear us.
Yeah, I hope so. He goes very wide there. It's still valid though.
Just on the
Yeah, so
line.
he's keeping it pretty safe, except from that, because he didn't use much of the curb turns 1 to 3.
Most people
Yeah, but he
have
seems to keep it pretty clean so far. Alright, now in the run to the Singapore swing, that
Sling.
corner's called? Sling? Yeah. Which is a horrible corner to drive.
He seems to be on for an okay lap so far. He's kept it out the walls, kept it within track limits. Just
Ooh, very clean hairpin there, nice.
some of the difficult stuff around this track, but doing very well so far.
And now he's coming up to the second DRS zone, which we're still not sure why it's there.
Yeah, not sure why there's a DRS zone here, but the game has decided it is.
Yeah.
But as he comes into the last few corners of the track, turns, I don't even know what corner this is, 17, 18 I think?
16, 17, yeah.
16,
and now turn 18, turn 19, and to the line it's going to be a 130.7.
Okay,
That's a good banker lap, yep.
Now I'm curious, who's the next one across the line? It is, was it Ty, I believe? It was Ty.
Yeah,
At the hairpin here.
Oh,
As
no, he's backed off.
Abandoned his lap. Who was the next one? I think it was the kick of Noob Tube. who is...
Was it?
I believe it was. Yes. Yeah, Noob2
Okay.
on a lap. Oh, bit of wheel spin there.
Oh yeah, there he is.
The kick of James afterwards, who is on those intermediates, which...
All over the curb there, but he keeps it facing the right way.
Yellow flags in front of him with a car on an out lap. I believe that could be the Williams tie. Restart the lap.
Yeah, it is.
Noob's lap here. Round in the final.
Oh, Ty's, yeah, Ty's
corners.
abandoned his lap.
He goes for a 1:31.8 here.
Okay.
We have not seen anyone's pace, sadly.
Yeah.
We have no idea what.
We don't know if something happened to him actually.
It's a very big slide there for Noob.
36-1. That's on the inters. He said a 36-1.
Oh,
what?
A 28.8 for Master Strike. Okay.
Master Strike with a 28.8. Jeez.
That's a banker lap and a half. As to the line, I believe it is Mystical Nub starting his lap here. Yep, Mystical Nub starting a lap. We got a few people on lap here. Looks to be the asking line of Owen next across the line.
Owen's
invalidated his lap. Which
he's invalidated.
The Red
Turn 17 there, yeah.
Talk is next across the line here. Because of a half behind him. And talk to the line. Where does he put it? He puts it at 130.
Uses all the track. 130.1. P2.
Following him, Speed Gamer through the last corner. He's gonna set a 1:28.4.
28.4.
Very big gap so far that we've seen, but this may have been due to the track. The fact that the track has not got any. What's it called? Track evolution. There we go.
Evolution, yeah.
Elite Silver to the line. It's gonna look like a 1:30.2, putting him on the second row for the time being. Followed by Ty, who has front wing damage actually on the front left. Crosses line with a 32 flat. Still ahead of the RB on inters, as we've got New Boxing, followed by Roman G starting his lap now. But
Ty could definitely improve if he set that up with front wing damage.
Definitely.
That's gonna cost him a lot of time.
Wrench the line. Oh, just cut the corner on that last section. And invalidated his lap, unfortunately, there.
James is boxing. Next is an Alpine, the Alpine of Mythical Nub.
Mythical Nub.
He's gonna go P8.
So far, looks like a 4 odd second gap between the rest of the grid. I do wonder.
Is Master Strike going for another lap?
Master Strike.
That is my.
Looks to not be on the lap.
He just crossed the line. Okay. Well,
he's invalidated, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. V-Carb's boxing, Ferrari is probably also boxing.
Yes, pole position currently. Good banker lap of a 28.4, I'd say. I do not remember from past league races what our banker laps were, let alone our laps, because the last time I raced Singapore in a league, I crashed in quali. But
I think our pole time was a 27.9.
So 27.9. So a 28.4 initially as a banker lap is pretty strong.
That is a very, very
quicker
quick
than I think my quali lap would have been, which was third row. Here in EGRL, there's quite a wide range of skill and speeds. No one in the 20. As I was
over the line.
As I was about to say, no one's in the 29s yet. Slap bang in the middle with a 29.5 there. That's Ren's still not set a lap yet. Ren's is popular. Is Ren's on a lap now? Nope, invalidated.
Aaron Harper also boxed, I think.
No, Aaron Harper's not even been out yet.
Not at all.
No.
Okay.
I've not seen the Mercedes out yet.
I mean, he could just be waiting for track evolution, and maybe save a set of softs for the race. Noob2 retired.
Noob2 was retired. Was he on track? He was. He's done the exact same thing as I did in quali.
Oh, he crashed at the hairpin. Yeah,
the right,
that's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be it. It's gonna have clipped the wall there.
That's Noob2's lap gone, and that's him out.
Crash on the run to turn 13. Very, very easy to do.
This track, once again, taking another toll on the driver.
I think no one's on a lap right now. Roman will be boxing as well.
Roman's boxing, we've got James G, who was initially on the Inters, on a lap currently now. On an out lap, apologies. I believe James G possibly went on that Aaron Harper's back, who may have disconnected.
Oh,
but
alright.
James G, I do wonder if he set the lap on those Inters just to possibly increase that track evolution, because I wonder if there was excess tyre wear, if he had overheated tyres, would it have heated the track up more? So where is he? There he is.
Well, yes, but it's one car out of 13. I don't know how much of a difference that would make.
I can tell you a clear track in front is going to make quite a big difference, as he has got quite the opposite. He's got his teammate, the VCARB, Renz, and the Williams of Ty literally blocking him. I believe that was Ty.
He was on an out lap though.
Nope, literally just came out the pit lane.
Yeah, exactly.
As James G blocked instantly. Teammate giving him a bit of a tow, but he's been blocked. His teammate's actually gonna block him.
Oh, he's off.
His teammate's gone straight on. Okay.
Damage.
It's in the wall. Runs in the wall as well. Very bizarre incident there. Seemed to have tried to get out of his teammate's way and sacrifice himself.
Well, Entox going on a lap now. He currently has a 30.1 and is in P4, so let's see if he can improve.
Such a bolder than me, let's see what he can do. Into one good braking point, perhaps the inside
all over the curb there.
Yep.
Yeah. Now he's really pushing, knowing he has that good banker lap of the 30.1.
Nicely over that curve. Carrying third gear through there.
Very, very clean there.
Let's see what that first sector is going to be.
Ooh, an AMS driver has joined.
It's going to be a 26.8, which is going to be a 10th within this current section 1. I wonder if he lost time in sector 2 and 3, possibly though.
Yeah.
Really pushing. Tail wheel spin there. Flipping the curve, which I always struggle to do. Very clean so far this lap.
He kept it clean though. Yeah.
Nicely over that.
All over that curve, nicely done.
Curve, nice. Bit of a slide, but all good. Nice.
Keeps out the wall there.
Second gear. Yes.
What a hairpin.
Very clean.
You're not allowed to show the telemetry, bro.
I'm not. I can just hear the car.
Oh, okay.
Also,
no, yeah, he's up 2/10 now.
He's up 2/10 even. Let's play. Also, the telemetry is not showing.
Okay, good.
Into gear,
right.
shifting down quickly into third.
Final
chicane.
steering
wheel. Missed the curve there. Nice and wide. Good.
And final two corners. Over the line he goes. It's going to be a 29.5. 6/10 improvement. Very well done by him.
Yellow flags behind with the Williams of Ty, who has stopped on track to give space to the Alpine of Mythical Hub.
Mythical Hub's invalidated his lap. Ty 2. James is 2 seconds down.
To the line is going to look like Roman G's going to go on a lap here. And the Mercedes of Aaron Harper is...
I think the next one is going to be Owen. Owen with a purple sector 1. 5/10 up. On a 30.4.
Let's watch him bowl with him, see. Does he have front wing damage? No, he does not. That is back hole menu.
Bit of a look up there.
Could this British racing green help the Brit get anywhere near the front row, let alone the pole here? As we come down into the end of sector 2.
Maybe we'll get a bit of a tow here from the Red Bull.
3, which is the second up.
He is the second up.
That is projected to be a 130.4 currently. That would, at 129.4, which would put him up onto that second row. Let's see what the number 10 can do here. Last two corners. I take back the number 8 for some reason on his car. But last two corners coming to the line now. The Red Bull gets out the way as the Red Bull boxes. Nice jump over the curb. It's going to be a 129.4 as predicted.
Yep.
Actually, I think... Hang on, I got to check something. I think he set the identical sector 3 as he did... No. He said
No.
200 is quicker. My apologies.
Yeah.
There. I thought I saw
Just a small improvement there, yeah.
thought I saw 985 twice there. Slight improvement, but puts him up onto that second row, pushing Roman down to P5. As I've just seen something move on the table. I don't know where, but
Me neither. I'm watching Ty right now.
Aaron Harper,
He's
that's where it was.
on the run to the hairpin.
7. There's a throw to the line.
Oh yeah.
Looks to be speed
Ooh,
game. Looking
new
close.
pole lap.
Even quicker.
27.9.
On par with other divisions, that is. On par with other leagues and their top times around here.
Ty is also 5/10 up on his 32 flat.
Ty is currently going through that last sector. We've got Mythical Invalid on his lap.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of pace so far, shown by quite a few drivers here. Last two corners. Here we go to the line. Looks to be a 131 flat on the P9.
He improved by a second in that final sector.
You did jump in what looks to be quite a few people, Noob and James here.
Yep.
I was going into 2 and a bit minutes left with quite a few people on track. We've got Speed, Master Strike, Owen, Entok, Roman, Elite, Aaron, Babyface, Ty, and James rounding out the top 10 so far. Quite a few still on laps here as we got Nascar.
Right now it's all eyes on my Master Strike.
Babyface to the
in
line.
my opinion.
30.1 pushing him up. Splitting the two McLarens actually. As Owen retires in where?
Master Strike is down 5 seconds. He abandoned his lap.
Could not be on his lap then. Could not be on his lap.
Yeah, he is, but he abandoned it. Maybe he was down after turn 3.
I'm curious to see.
So he's gonna go on a second out lap.
It's quite a big batch here with the kick of what looks to be the kick of Master Strike, the Wrens as well, along with Elite Silver and Entok here, the 4 of them.
Yep.
Pretty close together. A lot of them on outlaps here. They're going to be fighting for track position here, but they got to make sure they cross the line in time because we only have about a minute and a bit left. I'm not sure how much we actually do have left because there's yellow flags all around with people making sure they do not block anyone or impede them. But
Axel only has 1 shot as well.
Axel,
if he doesn't set a good lap here, he's gonna start from the back of the pack.
Axel's on a lap. Renz is also not set a lap, I've just realised.
Yep. Oh wait, is that a Williams in the wall? Or an Alpine?
Nope. Alpine on the inside, making way.
Ah, he's just waiting, okay.
As now, to the line we got 3 people, we got what looks to be...
Alright, Master Strike is going now.
Master Strike on
Let's see if he can reclaim this pole.
He does have Silver in front of him here.
He invalidated his lap immediately.
As he invalidated instantly?
Yeah.
There's his chance at pole. Vanished.
Turn 1.
Swat on board with the rear of Elite.
Speed is down 5/10.
Tires retired.
So that's not going to be an improvement, probably.
Yellow flags for the...
Axel has invalidated. Renz has invalidated. Mythical Nub has invalidated. James is out.
Axel is starting his lappy, I believe it is. Axel, yes, on his lap here.
Alright. James G, currently in P10, is up by 4/10.
Qualifying is over. Speed is not going to improve on his lap, nor is Babyface Aaron Harper on Mythical Hub. That's going to be their current position for now on their laps.
James is on for a row 4 start here.
What about Silver?
If you can just keep it clean.
Silver split time for Sector 2 is a 10th up. That could push him near Babyface here.
Yep.
Axel seems to be pushing quite a bit here as well. Silver flags in Sector 2. Looks to be a V-Cup that might be giving a toe to
He's giving a toe, yeah. He's giving a toe to James.
Toe to James here.
James is up by a second. So he's on for a 30 or even a 29.9.
We believe it's a big toe at least.
That's a huge toe from his teammate there. Very nicely done by them.
And he's just gone straight into the wall. Okay. And
James is gonna finish his lap now. Let's see where he will go.
From a 131 to a 130.
30.2. P7 row 4.
Last cut across the line is going to be Axel here. AMS Axel. To the line is going to be a 29
29.9.
Just ahead of Babyface here.
P6.
Quite a ride.
James still keeps his row 4 start position though, so I think he'll be happy with that. But the gaps here are absolutely insane. The top 2 will probably just pull.
Could possibly pull, but you got to put into perspective. Quali gives you a starting position, doesn't give you a finishing position.
That is true, yeah.
So looking at it, it's going to be Speed on pole, followed by Master Strike, then Owen, Entok, Roman, and Axel setting one lap, followed by Babyface, James, Silver, and Harper in the top 10. Just outside the top 10 will be the Williams of Ty, the Kick of NoobTube, the Alpine of Mythical Hub, and lastly, Renz, who did unfortunately, I believe, not get to set a representative time as he set a 47.9.
Yep.
But
what's also interesting though, between P3 and P10 there's 1 second.
1 second.
So that could be a big pack.
Well positioned, yes.
Yeah, but Speed, G-Master and Master Strike are looking to pull away quite quickly here, in my opinion.
Might pull away, let's see what happens. But
there's also the possibility of a shambolic start, as we've seen it in another league yesterday.
oh my god.
Meisters Racing League, go check it out.
No, dude, come on.
Nah.
Speaking of promoting, honestly, we're going to promote this league. I say follow down below. Helps them out, helps us all out a lot. And boost the viewership, and lets us make more streams like this with loads of people. Because the more people that know about EGRL, the more people can race and win.
Yep.
Like, if you don't race, you can't win. We're just saying. And the only way to keep up
very
about
true.
when you do win is follow him down below. That is the most cringe segue ever. But
That was crazy.
That was a crazy
But, oh well, it might work, I don't know.
It might work for 1, 2, 3,000 followers. You never know. But moving on, we're going straight into the
we're
race
already
here.
going, okay.
Don't think it's going to be a break, and Speedmaster off the line, lights out, and away we go. Let's see what's going to happen into turn 1 as it looks.
Master Strike
to be,
did get a jump on him, I think.
did possibly get the
On
jump.
the start, let's see.
Have a look.
No, he
In
didn't.
the mid pack here, the 3 wide at the back. Bit of contact with the Haas of Babyface as a spinner
Yes.
of Axel.
Axel spun, yeah.
In the wall.
Speed
Already.
G-Master already pulled a second almost.
It's not just going to burn here. This one goes about what could he do?
Yeah,
Speed
he did
last.
burn.
Speed last time out, the winner in Canada.
So looking at the strategies, it seems to be a 2-stop, but there's always a possibility of a 1-stop.
Definitely. We've seen
But
in several different races in the past that this is one of the tracks where, depending on how good you are at working with the tyres, you can definitely do the 1-stop.
yes,
But it's all about, are there safety cars? Are there virtuals? Are you able to keep your tyres in the working window whilst keeping them alive and taking care of them? As we've seen Speedmaster pull away already.
he's already pulled, yeah. But as we've seen, P2 to like P13 even are all still within DRS of each other.
Also within DRS. This DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap as Speed crosses the line here.
And the first DRS zone is actually pretty early into the lap after turn 6.
Very curious to see who's within DRS range here of each other. It looks to be Owen and Entok, then from Roman down, it looks to be Ren, all the way down to Ren's here. A lot of DRS possibilities here as Babyface goes for the move on Roman. Gives him the space as there's slight collisions alongside with James here on the hard tyres. As going into...
Oh, the V-car goes up the inside of the Haas there. They keep it clean.
They're keeping it clean. Both of them have DRS here on Roman, and Roman might be able to pull away. Last round, P2 for him. I believe. It looks like it. I don't know.
Yeah, so P3 to P9 all have DRS of each other.
Wait, the question is, do you want to be within that DRS point in Sector 2, as we've seen in the past, that the dirty air in this game is detrimental
It's
to your
insane,
tyre
yeah.
wear and your grip levels. So do you want to slightly back off here? Just make sure you're still within that 1 second, but get yellow flags behind. That's what we're going to get instead, as it looks to be okay.
What
I
happened
think
there?
Silver possibly went off slightly. He's ghosted currently. I think he went off for a bit. Not
I
100% sure,
don't
actually.
think there's damage for anyone looking at it.
Not as damaged yet. As Mythical right under pressure here from YouTube.
Does Renz have damage? Renz is missing an end plate. Yep.
Mythical past Noob here.
Will he box is the question.
Ren's now.
No. Right, so he's decided to go on with that damage, so... And he's actually pulling from the people behind him.
They were side by side for that last corner, but he could make sure that they don't get DRS.
Renz has broken the DRS of NoobTube here.
Entop, actually no, not Entop. ONFC has CFC has a clear road ahead of him now, practically.
Yep.
With a 3.5 second gap, P2 of Masterfig.
But as we've predicted, Speed G Master and Master Strike have already pulled quite a bit of time.
Already.
I mean, just looking at the track map, this seems pretty clear who should win this race.
Who should is a different question to who will.
Yep, that is very true.
That in perspective is once again into the swimming pool not swimming pool section. That's at Monaco.
That's Monaco.
We can see Entop's fallen back slightly. I believe he did get DRS. Yes, he did.
Renz is struggling, and he's lost the DRS. Oh no, he hasn't. No, never mind. He's broken it.
Penalty for James, unfortunately. So early on, 3 laps in already, a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits. But
I mean, he's pushing very hard right now.
definitely pushing on those hards.
Looking at the tires, he is on the hards,
He's on the hards. He could be
and
going
he's
for the
keeping
top.
with those mediums runners. So
Definitely. You can definitely pull off strategy-wise several different strategies. You can pull off the 2 sets of mediums with a hard set. You can pull off the 1 hard set with the medium, or you can even pull off the double hards with 1 medium set, depending on which tire allocation you've chosen.
true.
Because the tire degradation here is so unique, depending on how you drive your car, how you brake, how you accelerate for all these corners. Because every corner variety exists on this track. You have high speed, medium speed, and low speed corners, all with tight angles or very open corners. But from your experience, what do you think about the tyre wear around this track? Do you think it's more, with already the racing we've seen, not only at the front, but also in the mid-pack with the dirty air, do you think that they're going to be able to sustain a one-stop here?
I do think it's possible, because the tire wear doesn't really affect the car much in any other section other than Sector 2, where most of the drivers are right now. But in any other corners, it's still very doable, even with like 50% tire wear. The final 2 corners are pretty much always flat, except on the hards. So I think they could pull it off, but seeing how close they are, some people might opt to go for an undercut with the 2-stop and just fully push.
Fair point there with the undercut. The undercut tends to be quite strong around here, especially the fact that the track's quite narrow in all of Sector 2. But curious to see that Owen does have free air here, so he will have slightly reduced tyre wear. It doesn't make much of a difference, but it could extend his strategy to a lap or 2 if he's looking to go for that extra long strategy here, or possibly waiting for a safety car. There's Entop really pushing. He's right behind Owen here.
Roman, Entog, and Owen are in each other's gearbox right now.
And he's no longer.
Entog is going for the move.
His gearbox goes for the switchback. Slight collisions on the front as Ty gets a multiple.
Was there damage there?
No damage, but big
No, there wasn't.
collisions
Okay.
As they're 3 wide.
3
almost,
wide into that corner. That
as
is
he
wild.
Gets past the Red Bull of Entog gets pushed.
Entog
and
loses
Roman
out after going for that
pops
move.
up. Roman pops out of nowhere, pulls up into 4th, and that's kind of let babyface James and Aaron Harper right back into the mix here for a podium position. All in all,
This pack has gone from 3 cars to 6 within 2 corners.
and has also lost them 3 seconds to the front 2 runners here, who we've kind of just spaced out from because of the side-by-side action between Roman and Owen, as this yellow flag's behind.
Ooh, almost gets pushed wide, but there's just enough space.
Actually, there's a truck behind. I don't know what is happening. Ren's, no, Ty, my apologies.
Ty has crashed, yeah.
Ty has crashed in the base section, unfortunately. But
he doesn't have damage.
Does not have damage, actually, no. But
okay.
With the fighting,
not sure how that works.
With the fighting in the pack here, I would not be surprised if someone gets damage at this rate. We've got all the way from...
Oh, Roman got past Owen. We completely missed that.
Oh yes, he did. Probably on the second year straight, I believe this.
Roman on hard as well.
I don't know, but might just sit behind here for a while, knowing that he's got that. He can go long on these hards and just sit behind everyone.
The thing is, he's ahead.
He is ahead, but
that's gonna reduce his tire wear even more in comparison to the rest of his pack.
We're saying this is letting the pack really close up again, this fight at the front between Roman and Owen. It's letting YouTube and Axel possibly join in as well here. Only 1.5 off Axel.
NoobTube's right in.
Axel just a few tenths up here. But looking back at this front of the pack here, Entok has dropped out of your
Entok's dropped, yeah.
Entok has dropped.
Did he have a moment?
About a moment. Let's have a look.
No damage.
On the mediums. I wonder if those medium tires are finally catching up to him. But
yeah, maybe they're already dropping off. So if Entok already has high tire wear, he's gonna have to do the 2-stop regardless.
Definitely. At what point do you think the 2-stop is going to be the moment that you're going to want to pants on these mediums? And what lap do you think you're going to want to go in?
I mean, it really all depends on how you drive your car, as you said. But with this amount of dirty air, especially for drivers like Babyface, who are in the dirty air of like 3 cars ahead, I think if you have the balanced tire allocation with 2 mediums, you could go in around lap 8-9, and then do a bit of a longer stint on those hards and go back in for the mediums lap 23. But obviously it all depends on safety cars as well.
Definitely. As we see, speaking of safety cars, there could be one right here because there's a crash. NoobTube out of the session.
Oh, NoobTube, yeah.
A collision with James here. As James possibly
he has no front wing.
No. Yeah, no front wing, no damage.
Noob has retired on track.
No, Noob died, quite literally. As this
are there no safety cars in this league? I'm not too sure, because that's settings. Definitely a safety car.
Check in the settings, it might be on reduced.
Yeah, I will do that right now.
As we see Noob has retired. I believe that may have just been his AI retiring. But, huge collision there. As we saw in the background as we were watching the battle, but it's quite...
Safety cars increased
with that incident. And that has kind of caused this entire pack to just split up, that one incident, as we've seen. Roman,
they're still at racing pace, yeah.
Roman has dropped Owen, Owen has dropped Entok dropped Aaron, and the only person that's still within DRS is Aaron.
Is Babyface.
Babyface.
Yeah.
As we see Entok going quite wide. And within all this chaos, Master Strike scored a 3-second penalty.
That's gonna shake up this top battle, because he's catching speed right now.
Definitely would be quite a concern here. But how much is that gap going to go down? No, he's not within DRS right now.
The next DRS straight is pretty far away still.
Just outside though, but he seems to be staying with him. As there's a box for James G, definitely changing his front wing here.
Or even retiring.
Nah, changing his front wing.
Is he changing it? Okay.
Yeah, changing his front wing. I was not aware the controller vibrated when you were watching someone in the pit stop.
Yeah, I figured that out today as well.
A bit of a jump scare. But we watched two
Was James on hard or mediums?
James, I want to say, was on mediums, actually.
Okay, so he has the balanced. So he's definitely going for that 2-stop and will be coming in lap 17-18.
Definitely. I'm taking a little view at the gap. See, the only person really within DRS is Aaron Harper right now, who seems to be slightly around quite a bit on these hards. But
Master Strike is close, but not close enough. He does not have DRS yet. But if he keeps going like this, he might get it pretty soon.
They're just 1.1 away. The tyre deck on the rear tyres of Speed is visible here.
Is it?
Yep, the rear left tyres.
Oh, on the fronts too, yeah.
On the fronts as well, yeah. We've not really paid attention to these two at the front because they have just checked out.
Yeah.
A 9-second gap between them two and Roman in the back here. But so far, very clean race.
Speed seems to be pulling away again. So maybe there was a DRS management in play there.
DRS management? Do you mean ERS?
ERS, sorry. ERS management, yeah.
Could have been just making sure, just in case he does get within that DRS, that he does have a way to defend himself.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't, and now he's 8/10 away again.
Axel has popped out of nowhere from behind Dentox and actually within DRS here. As Ren's another... No, is that another 3 seconds or is that just 3 seconds? That's
I think it is. Yeah, that's his first one.
First 3 seconds, I was thinking of the LRB there. But Axel within DRS of Entok here, who seems to be struggling on these mediums.
Axel is on the hards, yeah. So the crossover point might have happened a couple of laps ago because Roman is now starting to catch Master Strike.
As you can see, Axel right on the rear of this Red Bull. Like 3 tenths.
Axel might be going for the move here.
Are you going for the move here? You're a very big lunge.
No, he's still 6 behind.
Thinks better of it. As Elite, Silver, and Babyface swap positions because Babyface boxing.
And he went for the switchback. They're still side by side.
As looks to have just
he got it.
Let me there.
Who got DRS though? Yeah, Axel got DRS.
Axel got DRS.
So he might be able to catch Owen here.
Entox tyres have disintegrated within the last half of a lap. Probably.
Oh, Axel is off.
Probably gonna opt for him to box here, actually.
Yeah, we'll probably see the first pit stops this lap.
First pit stops. We've already seen...
A Mythical
box.
Nub went in, yeah.
We've seen Babyface box already, along with Mythical, who's in the box just now.
And James box as well, we missed that. Or I did, at least.
James box due to that collision with NoobTube.
Ah, true, yeah.
We've got 13 runners left in this race, 10 laps in. Speed.
Axel has caught Owen, and he got DRS. Entok didn't.
Yes, indeed. They actually had collisions. Did Axel collide with the wall on entry there, possibly, slightly?
I think so, yeah. Or it was Entok with the outside wall.
Owen's really realising now he's got to put the foot down.
But the thing is, Axel is on the hards.
Definitely, as there's a change of position. As
Master Strike has boxed, yeah.
As Entok
so Entok gets a penalty.
No, not another 3. He just gets a 3
No, that's his first one, yeah.
And in front, Owen FC. Owen and Axel fighting here for the positions. Is Axel gonna do it twice in a row? The switchback? No, he thinks better of it. He's gonna get that DRS.
He's very close, and he's surely gonna get done, Nitty.
No,
get it done here.
Now he can use the DRS, and he's gonna blast past the Aston Martin of Owen. Owen clearly knowing that he has to box Elite Silver with another 3 seconds as well. Now they're handing out those 3 seconds because they're realizing they can't keep it on track due to the high tyre wear, possibly. Which could be kind of pushing people for early stop here, thinking that they would probably lose out more through going long and getting those penalties than actually boxing out.
But the fact that they're staying out this long despite their tyre wear makes me think that they will all have opted for the one stop.
Could have opted for one stop
as Axel almost went into the wall there.
Very deep, yeah. But very curious here because I'm trying to think. Did I do the one stop in my race? I think I did.
You did, yes,
I
but
did.
you were on 70% tire wear.
70% tyre wear, and my tyre management is incredible. So for these people, speaking of it, speed boxes, for some
There
people
we go.
to be able to go on tyres such as this, on mediums for this long.
Let's see where speed comes out in comparison to Master Strike here.
I'm surprised there's not been a single safety car yet. With like, there's not been more people.
Master
boxing
Strike is in a
tires.
final chicane now. This could be close.
Could be close indeed, as we're going to watch Jumbo with speed.
Oh no, it's not. It's not close at all.
Not close at all. As speed comes
What
out.
happened?
No.
What happened to Master Strike?
About 2 and a bit seconds. It looks like 2 seconds here. But Master Strike actually behind by another 6 seconds. I wonder if he had
Yeah, what happened?
possible slight issues when heating up those tyres. As Owen and Ren swap positions here, as Owen exits the pit lane on a fresh set of hard tyres. Might be looking to go to the end on those tyres, he will. As we have opted for a new race leader in the form of Roman.
Yeah. But our net race leader is still Speed.
Net race leader, of course, still Speed. I'm curious to see, well, the gap currently 14 and a bit seconds, which cannot justify a pit stop.
No, that is true. Aaron, Harper, and Speed are inside the DRS of Entok right now. So Speed could gain a lot of time to his main competitor, Master Strike, right now.
Speed could, or he may be losing it due to the fact that he's stuck behind 2 people with very, very old tyres. One even on mediums, fair play. Ooh, wow, Aaron Harper, a huge
What a
here.
snap.
As
Yeah,
Speed capitalises from that.
he's
gets
gonna
past.
capitalize immediately, yeah.
As Entok
And now on this
is
next
looking to
DRS
box.
straight, he might just go past.
Entok's just looking to box.
And he's passed, alright. And,
Entok
no.
seems to
Master
be
Strike
opting,
did get that DRS.
Entok seems to be
Speed,
opting
sorry.
for that one-stop strategy, boxing on lap 13. He could go to the end on those hards if he holds them long enough.
17 laps is doable, yeah.
17 laps definitely doable. I think that's when I boxed, possibly, or I boxed later.
We had a safety car.
We had a safety car
Lap
pretty
10,
early
I
on.
think.
Yes, because I boxed on the virtual.
Yeah.
I boxed on the virtual lap 10. I pulled my tyres on for 21 laps. 21 laps of hards puts you within puncture territory safely. So going on to some of these hards, I'm looking Roman's probably at about 50-60% tyre wear now. Same with Axel and Elite Silver.
You think so?
I think
That
so. I
high?
think 60 plus they'll be on now. They'll be pitting within the next 3-4 laps. I've got a feeling if they're looking for that 1 stop or 2 stop.
Well, if they're going for the one stop, they would have to go for another 4 or 5 laps, at least.
Yeah. As Master Strike looking to get past Elite Silver, he goes round the outside in the most narrow section of the track.
Well, he gets it done.
Some very bodacious moves here. Would not have gone for that personally, but fair play on him for making the move. As he did not get DRS, but he's pulled almost 8 tenths already. He wants to catch up to Speed as quickly as he can.
That may have been a warning on the exit there.
Could have been a warning on Master Strike.
And he's already on 3 seconds, so he has to be very, very careful.
That's lap 32.3 for Speed Gaming.
That Speed is pushing
Speed
indeed
gamer?
now.
Speed, yes. I'm trying to have a look. There's a big battle here with Renz, Owen, and Babyface, it looks like here.
Oh yeah.
7th and 9th. As we say that, the curse happens. Owen, 3-second penalty.
That's unfortunate.
Curious?
Oh, he has my Renz has my race number. I like him.
Curious to see here as Ty gets another.
Oh, is he?
3 seconds of
He
penalty.
looked for the
Oh,
move
goodness
on the
me.
inside.
Space given, yes. Slight contact though, but we'll get to DRS.
That was
Owen
close.
gets DRS. Owen could fly past you. As no,
Oh my!
Owen is still in this race miraculously with no front wing as Renz is out, and that has perfectly come out for
What
that
has happened there?
hard runners. This is a perfect opportunity to box. As
Speed is gonna go back to P1 now.
Speed might.
Wait,
Yes.
so now it's definitely a one stop.
Definitely
Except for the people who boxed early.
Definitely yes.
Because this race is gonna continue lap 17 and 14 laps on mediums is doable.
We've seen it in
And
the
it-
past. with that
Yeah,
corner.
and I don't think it is... Oh yeah, you mean the crash now. Yeah.
He must be boxing this lap. Roman is gonna box Axel. Is he tempted to box with Roman behind him? Yes, he is.
Yeah, most people will box now.
Not gonna box, but this could put Roman up to P2 here in front of Master Strike. I'm curious to see where he might come out. Roman onto that set of mediums who... Aaron Harper's gonna
Aaron
box
Harper
as well.
is boxing as
Elite
well.
Silver
Let's
as well.
see where Master Strike comes out.
Master Strike
He's
might...
gonna be behind.
Is he gonna be behind? Are we sure here?
No, he's not. No, he's not. He got
This
past.
could be close. Depends where the line
No,
is.
he got past.
He's passed, yes. By quite a margin. As
Oh
this
yeah.
has thrown,
The pit lane goes on for a lot longer.
This has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works as James gets another 3-second penalty. This is going to put the running order to Speed, Master Strike, Roman, Axel, Babyface, Entok, Aaron Harper, and then followed by Elite Silver, ONF, ONCFC, who just collided with Renz, followed by James and Ty.
Mythical Nub opting for the softs.
Soft tires, yeah. I do wonder if that is his only set that he has left. Because Mythical, we have
did he
seen,
box before?
Mythical,
Oh yeah, he
we've
did.
seen box
Yeah.
At the start of the race, I believe it was. We saw him
So he
box.
probably had damage, and that was his only set he could go on.
Definitely could have had damage here.
But I really do wonder what happened there at turn 6.
Turn 6 is infamous for instance. We've seen it in the past, we've seen it today already, twice even. And it just tends to be such a difficult corner to try and judge if someone's going to come across, because it's
True.
280 to 300 kilometers an hour. You're going one, you could both have DRS side by side. It's about, what, like a 20-degree corner. There's always going to be some collision at some point there, and unfortunately Owen caught the inside of the corner, threw him across the track and veered into Rent, sending him out of the race and giving Owen a lack of downforce on the front with no front wing. I have to think of how I
He
could
boxed
phrase
though,
that.
did he?
Yes, he did box.
Yeah. Yeah, so this safety car is definitely going to go on for 2 more laps,
Definitely.
including this one. So we're going to start racing lap 17, which, as we said, 14, 15 laps on the mediums is definitely better than like 9 on them, and then box for hards.
It's definitely ideal for quite a few people here.
Yep.
As this
So maybe Roman and Axel are now back in this, because they could get past early on as they're on newer mediums than the people ahead of them. And with this mix of tires, there's also the risk of more crashes, because everyone's going to have different pace.
Everyone bunched up back in this pack. We see 4 laps of hards, 5 laps of hards, 1 lap of mediums, 1 lap of mediums, 6 laps of hard, 3 laps of hard. So it's like decently old hards, new mediums, new softs, old mediums. We've not seen a new set of hards yet though. That is what I'm curious about. No one has opted. None of the medium runners held on long enough to be able to box under the safety car.
Yep.
As they came perfectly in the middle of this race. Benefiting the... Actually, not truly benefiting anyone, as it's put the medium runners who box on the hards, who could have possibly lost track position. Some of them definitely have. But has also made it extra difficult for those people who start on the hards, as they now have to go possibly a bit longer than they were hoping to go. They may have felt quite comfortable in these hards, but meaning that the safety car kind of forces them to box. Otherwise, they would have been miles off the front and back. I think we'll have one more lap of safety car as we wait for Ty.
But considering how far back James is, it might even be 2 more. But I don't know if the safety car will just wait for him or just
I think
return the race back to green.
I think depending on how many sectors he is behind, I think he can be in the sector previous, so the safety car would be okay boxing if by the time the safety car starts sector 3, he gets within sector 3, or what has happened in the past, if the safety car is in the middle of sector 3 before the pit lane, and James enters sector 3, the safety car will have a very, very late safety car in this lap call.
We had that in China in another league yesterday.
Other leagues have had that, but
yeah,
it tends to cause absolute carnage on a restart. I do not like to see it, but unfortunately there's nothing you can do about it in the game because it leaves the person in the front of the pack with very little choice on how to pull off a restart.
Yeah, but James is only now exiting turn 3.
Only now.
While the rest of the pack is in the middle of sector 2.
Put into perspective, James is pushing to catch up to the rear of this pack. Even if he's in sector 2 here, the safety car might come in. I'm going to watch on board with Speed to see if the safety car's lights go off or not.
Okay.
But I'm curious, because we're going to come into sector
Oh yeah,
3.
James is pushing. He's only 2 seconds off his fastest lap.
It's coming into sector 3, safety car's lights have gone off. Yep.
It's in this lap.
In this lap,
so this has kind of screwed James over, because now he's going to be very, very far back.
Has it though? Because depending on how much Speedmaster backs them up, they're all on cold tyres in fairness. James will be on hot tyres that he has been pushing with for the last 8 laps. He may come here. He may only be like 2-3 seconds behind, and he'll have boiling hot tyres. But it looks to be, if Speed goes pretty early here, which he looks to have not done, he might let James catch up.
Speed goes in.
Speed's still not gone. Still not gone. He's
now he has.
off. Now he
has no,
gone,
he hasn't.
As he's kind of backed the entire pack up.
Very interesting restart there. As Roman already looking for a move, but he's not going to do it.
Trying to get past instantly. He knows on these. He's on those new medium tires compared to the old hards for Master Strike.
Mythical Knob has already gained 2 places. No, 1.
Lot side by side action behind
on those
here.
softs, yeah.
We see a bit of
the Mercedes clapped the wall.
Three cars side by side here. Owen, Silver, and what looks to be Mystical, and there's another spinner in the form of Elite Silver.
Elite Silver's out.
As Roman.
Oh no, he's not out.
Roman passed. As there's a spinner, Master Strike has been turned round by Babyface, I think. Or was that by Entor?
What is going on? I did not see that.
Pops up as this podium has swapped the look of it once again. For like what, that 4th time?
Owen taps the back of Mythical Nub, and he gets damage. Mythical Nub did get damage on his soft as he goes for a dive. That was way too late, and it spins him round.
For Mythical.
What happened on this restart?
We knew this restart was going to be chaotic, but we were not expecting 4 cars with damage.
Yep.
As it looks to be that Roman's actually keeping with Speed here quite cleanly, along with Axel. Possibly that time difference currently could be benefiting the two of them. As I say that, Axel gets a 3-second penalty. I'm not going to mention anyone's success anymore because I'm just cursing them.
So now the only people without a penalty are Speed, Roman, and Aaron Harper.
Touch wood. Let's hope it stays like that. But look, speaking of penalties, have a little look. Everyone seems to have 3 seconds except for James and Ty here. As looks to be a move around the outside for
Axel goes for it.
Roman pushes him off slightly, shuts the door.
They're still side by side. Roman breaks late and he hangs on. He's on the inside and he's gonna get it. He's gonna get that defense done.
Can he pull off
slide on the exit.
Oh my goodness me.
Axel is gonna get past here.
Axel passed, yes.
And it's lost him the DRS almost.
That could have been.
The question is, will they get it?
Nope.
No. Yeah, they've lost DRS.
We might have some slight delay here, but I do not think he got DRS. He did not, no.
No. But Roman could go for the slingshot here because he has that DRS and it might bring them back within. Roman is 6 tenths behind though.
Aaron Harper with a penalty. Oh, my
no,
god,
I've
we
cursed
mentioned
him.
it, yeah. Okay, the
I'm
only
so
two
sorry,
people
Aaron.
currently with no penalties.
No, stop it, you're gonna curse it again.
It's like Ren's a noob tube because we do not mention that people don't have penalties because we will curse them.
true. Axel is back within DRS, by the way.
Axel back in DRS, that's a big milestone there as we got big.
Wait, Master Strike is very close, and he's gonna go for the move on Ty, and yeah, he gets it done.
Axel with a
yes.
seconds, yeah.
They were still side by side. Ooh, Ty spins.
Ty spins as a side by
But
side.
there was
Axel,
no contact.
after getting
think.
that penalty, knows he's got to push because why once again, and he's got 6 seconds.
Speed's lost the lead.
Yes. Speed's lost the lead to Axel.
Yeah, so now the tire difference really comes into play.
Definitely.
The question is, can Axel hold this lead for 11 more laps on the mediums?
Possibly even pull another 6 seconds because of that 6-second penalty.
Yeah.
All Speed truly has to do here is stay ahead of Roman currently and not get any penalties. And then he will be in the prime position to win this.
Technically, he shouldn't push that hard, just to preserve that tire wear.
He might, but that's his choice.
Yeah.
Once again, remembering, Roman and Speed, top 2 in the last race. And
Yeah. Where did Babyface finish? No, sorry, Master Strike.
Master
what
Strike
the hell?
was 5th in the last race, so not the best performance from him, but still...
So this is one of his best tracks then, probably. Owen gets another penalty,
with another 3
unfortunately.
seconds as it's fastest lap for Axel. With 32 flat, really pushing on those mediums now. But he's got to make sure that they last. He's going to be going 16 laps on those mediums.
At this pace, they're not gonna last, I think.
They might last, but
we'll just have to wait and
we
see.
will have to be staring those rear tyres down for a puncture.
Yeah.
As Babyface, Entok, Aaron Harper and Owen are all together here, going into this first DRS zone along the end of Sector 1. You might want to watch on board with them, telling me if anything happens.
Yeah, let's hope there's not another crash in this particular corner. As Entok, is he going for it? No, he sticks behind for the time being. Yeah, so there's currently 2 real battles going on between these 4 and the top 3.
You will not believe this. If this race could not get more chaotic. Hello, Rain.
What?
Why?
There's rain.
Well, this has thrown, not a spanner in the works. This has thrown an entire power drill into the machine.
Roman has to full push now. Roman has to push so hard to get ahead of Speed now.
How drastic is it, though? How much are they struggling? That is what I'm wondering about again. Looks to be...
It's very, very light rain so far.
For the moment, but actually, no, it's increasing drastically here.
Yeah.
And a lot heavier. As this has really just thrown a machine, a drill into this. Okay.
But now it's pretty much whoever gets into the pits first. As Axel has a huge slide.
Babyface is boxed. I wonder, is he boxing for those mediums earlier than ever he was?
Master Strike has boxed as well. Oh my god, Axel spun.
Axel, huge snap, loses positions as Babyface and Master Strike both boxing for intermediates early on here.
Now it's Roman and Speed for the win. Whoever gets into the pits first is gonna have an upper hand.
The question is, are they gonna box? We do not know this tire. We do not.
The
know the
rain is really pouring down now.
This is putting Master Strike in a good position to possibly come out in front of quite a few people here, along with Babyface, because they're both on intermediates. We have to watch this gap here. What's the gap to leader? 38 seconds. If that comes down by 10 seconds in the next few corners, this could be very close to the line. So seeing Speed absolutely sliding around, Tokyo drifting around here. This is Singapore, guys.
Everyone's sliding. I think
zero grip on these tires.
People who box for Inters have made the right call here.
I wonder how much of a difference is going to make. They're tiptoeing around here though now. They're barely doing anything.
The gap is still 38 seconds from the lead Inter.
Like, you wonder, is that going to go down as they go through Sector 2? As DRS disabled, that is the call.
That is the call. Box. Yep.
As they're just, yeah, absolutely tiptoeing around here. One car in. 2 cars in. 3 cars in.
Everybody's gonna box.
As I'm curious, how far is Babyface going to be off now, the pit lane? Here we go. All of them out. Top 3 are in. N top boxes. Owen FC boxes.
The thing is, Babyface is only now approaching the final chicane.
And now approaching the final chicane.
So they're gonna be pretty far ahead still.
Speed, Roman and Axel are all still going to come out ahead here, actually. But I'm curious about the battle with Owen, Aaron and Entok here. They probably will not. But we can see here that Roman is dropped behind them.
Babyface has come out in front. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be close with Master Strike. Is he going to get past Entok?
Right,
it's very close indeed.
Right on the outside. Can he pull it off?
Entok slides. Master Strike. He's on the inside. He's going to get this move done.
He's going to get the move done. He's going to give him the space. He gets past. As
Nicely done there.
Vanished up to before now. Yep. Very good call from him there.
Master Strike's gonna defend his position here. As he goes wide, but it's not gonna be enough.
Axel's right behind Roman here, but now that DRS has been disabled, I wonder how much they're actually gonna be able to overtake around here now, because without the DRS, this track is not the easiest to overtake on. Even with the DRS, to be honest. But I'm looking at this. This is very heavy rain.
At some point, this might even be wet. If it keeps going like this.
Oh my goodness me. But
it's raining way harder on some parts of the tracks than others.
Definitely the rain is changing, but top 2 still keeping it pretty clean currently, along with Axel.
So now the field's really split.
Spread out, yeah. Except for Master Strike and Entok, we're pretty close to each other here. There's no moves yet. And I do wonder, how heavy is this rain gonna get though?
Yeah, that's the question.
Debate, I would personally be debating, if this rain gets any harder within the next few laps, do you justify a box onto the heavyweights, or do you just try and survive it? Because the gap right now, if...
Looking at the spray, this might go into wet territory.
If Speed wants to box right now, he will be coming out behind Aaron Harper in P8.
But so I think many people would follow him.
Would people follow him, or would they stay out and fight for track position here? Because DRS is not enabled, meaning that they would not have the benefit of having the overspeed on the straights here.
Axel is really struggling on those inters right now.
Axel's dropped completely here. Only 7 laps.
Yeah, he's locking and sliding. He might consider the switch onto the wet.
I consider, but as Mythical gets another 3 seconds, I'm curious here. How they have so little grip, but at what point does the game recommend to you to box onto those hards? No, onto those full wets.
Yep. Let's see if anyone goes for it. Not yet. But there is a lot of spray. As Master Strike actually almost caught Babyface now.
Let's have a look here. If we're on board with Master Strike, what's the spray like in front?
It's
not too drastic yet.
Yeah, but there is spray.
It's definitely spray, but it's close to a possibility of heavy wets.
The question is, will the heavyweights be 5 seconds a lap quicker than the inters?
That's a very good question.
If you box now, you need to gain about 30 more seconds.
Well, the curiosity is, what are they setting right now? Elite Silver, for example, is set in a 147, so they'd have to be set in 142s, which is very
That's
unrealistic.
really, really fast. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I think.
For the fact that they were setting 132s on dry tires, I don't think they're going to go 10 seconds slower. They tend to go 15. So they would really they'd have to be within the mid 150s to be able to box for those heavy wets, I believe.
Yep. Babyface is now under pressure from Master Strike. And Master Strike is going to look to get past him to get that P4. Which would be a really good recovery drive considering what happened to him on the restart.
Definitely, yeah. Five laps. As Speed clouted the barrier there.
Oh.
Speed clouted no damage, but he had quite a thump into the wall. As there's quite a big battle behind. As they, what was that lap time? They're
44.
145.
45.8. That's Axel's time, yeah.
So they'd have to be setting 140s here, which is not going to happen. As Axel.
Ooh, Axel just completely
wide.
cut the crap. The track.
He cut the crap, did he? But Babyface, Master Strike, and N-Top, yeah, all together as one. But I'm curious, do any of them fancy a move down the inside at any point?
I think Master Strike could go for it on the next straight.
He could. He doesn't seem to be under too much pressure from N-Top track, penalty-wise, as he's right up the
they're
rear.
so close to each other. I think we'll see some moves here. As he pulls out immediately.
I think he had a big snap here because...
Was that a snap or did he... Yeah, that was a snap, okay.
N-Top
is on the inside. No, he's not. He's not going to go for it.
He's been pushed. Babyface got
Was there contact?
There. Yes. This is going to go for the move. He does not give any space. Oh, there's going to be contact. There's going to be contact. Fair play. They kept it
Yep.
borderline clean.
I think Master Strike hit the wall there. But no damage.
This is heavy wets. This is heavy wets. Look at the track surface.
Yeah, now it's wet. Yeah.
Wet. Will they justify
the
boxing
spray's
for the wet?
insane.
Now it's impossible.
I think Axel... Yeah, it's wet. It's wet. Axel will definitely box if he's struggling.
Can he justify it though?
Realistically, what else can he do? Babyface is 19 seconds behind him.
Not boxing. Not boxing. Is Axel going to box with us heavyweight?
Let's see Axel.
No, he's not.
Okay. They'll just try and survive as N-Top almost hits the barriers there. And he goes up the inside.
If Master Strike wants to
Bit of
capitalize on
contact
this
there.
Is the time. Axel
Gets another penalty.
Babyface is still side by side. Oh no, this never ends well. As contact.
N-Top gets it done.
Contact with Babyface there. Babyface under a lot of pressure. I think he may have just backed off from that one.
Yeah.
And Owen is in the battle here as well. No. Owen. 3 seconds for Owen. Never mind.
Oh, he had
bad.
6 already. But still.
9
Commentator's
seconds
curse is
Axel
real.
as well now, actually. Oh, there was...
Master Strike seemed to have gotten a better exit there.
As Aaron Harper is right behind Babyface and Master Strike.
Is Master Strike going for this move? No.
No, but behind they are. I'll tell you that. Babyface down the inside. As Babyface makes contact with Owen. Owen left him
But he backs off.
space.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the front of the pack here.
Now Aaron Harper's back in this game, in this battle.
I'm curious to see what are these split times, because
this rain has shaken up this race like crazy.
I am being flashbanged by the reflection of the floor here.
Yeah.
Speed has kind of
I
checked
just saw
out
that.
from Roman. Let's see if he boxes here. Is he going to box? No, he does not. What about Roman?
I don't think they'll
Roman
box
doesn't
now.
get it.
There's only 4 laps
4 laps
remaining.
left, but I'm wondering what laps are they going to set though? What are they setting? 46.4 they're setting.
Yeah, that's not justifying
Not
a
quick
wet
enough,
stop.
nope. 47.2.
They would have to lap 10 seconds quicker almost. Axel gets another penalty. Babyface as well.
He does. Everyone's getting penalties. Also completely random.
Babyface now up to 9.
Antonelli hit with grid penalty for Verstappen crash.
Yeah, I guess he locked his rears.
Antonelli
That's kind of his fault.
3-place grid drop at the next race on the calendar following
Babyface just getting penalty after penalty now.
What is happening here?
He went from 3 to 12 within this last lap. For corner cutting, all of them.
Does he have damage? Are you sure?
No.
No, he doesn't. Wow.
Well, maybe bodywork, but I don't know if you could see that.
I do not think so. Bodywork would not have affected your downforce, probably. But
True.
we're looking here. Axel has no one up the road, and no one behind him either, as he is kind of just racing his own race here. Roman trying to stick with speed here as he goes on to his third last lap almost. But not really there. They're just going to try and survive it here. Babyface, another 3 seconds.
Another, yeah. Corner cutting again.
As Babyface seems to have been compromised severely by Owen there. And he might... He's under pressure. He seems to be getting very, very close as Axel gets a 10 second... He left. What? Axel is retired.
What happened there?
That opens up one of the most bizarre...
What?
What's happened to Axel?
So Master Strike's back on the podium right now.
Babyface off the track again. I wonder, has Babyface... Now he has got damage. Now he definitely has damage. Yes, Babyface has damage.
Oh no.
The 15-second penalty. He's cutting every corner. Watch on board with him and you'll see him just... He's locking up the tyres and he's just practically going straight off.
Yep.
Another 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
And
he hits Owen.
Goodness me.
He puts him almost into the wall. They've locked tires. They've locked tires.
This is some appalling racing.
What is happening?
This is some appalling racing. Owen's just trying to get him off him at this point.
Just
he wants
shocking racing here.
Aaron Harper's just joined this and he's probably looking at this. Now how do I stay out of this? As
oh no. Don't go for it.
Goes down the inside. Is he giving... He's not really giving much space.
He turned right. He turned right on the apex there.
Not giving much space, but he did not...
And he's gonna... Oh,
Aaron Harper's
Babyface.
like, oh hell no, get me out of this.
Babyface, you have to relax.
You need to start driving cleanly. I'm curious, is he going to cut this corner now just to be able to fight Owen again? James with another 3 seconds here. Let's be very aware. He might go straight on. Is he going to go straight on?
Oh no, don't. Okay. No, he for some reason that's not a pen.
Is he really going to go for that? Is he really going to go for that?
Oh my goodness.
How's he not lost a tyre yet?
Well, after all this chaos, Master Strike, by the way, is now back in a podium position. As Entog has a 6-second penalty and he has 3.
He's trying to make sure he stays clean here. Can't get another penalty.
Only one more lap.
One more lap after this.
As Babyface looks to complete his mission of crashing Owen for some reason. Unfortunately, we did not see what happened between them.
We didn't see initially what happened, but I've been watching on board with him recently.
Oh, Master Strike got a 3-second. No.
We need to shut up. No. We need to shut up. We need to shut up. Oh my god. Wait, hang on. We gotta try this. Everyone's gonna spin and James G is gonna win. We gotta try it. Just to see if
there will be a grip glitch.
The grip glitch, yeah. That is insane. This is putting the podium up for grabs once again. As Master Strike now needs to get past Entop within the next lap and a bit if he wants to have any chance.
Babyface went straight on.
Straight into the wall here as severe collision.
He tried to hit Owen.
And
he tried to hit him, and he did hit him, but not enough.
Babyface, I think without
fully crash him.
Now. Yep, no front wing for Babyface.
Babyface is just going absolutely insane right now.
And he's straight into that.
And he goes straight,
Is he trying to cause a virtual?
What?
Don't think.
I don't see what that would help. Maybe he's friends with Entog or something. I don't know.
Possibly, but...
Yeah, so we've neutralized that situation.
Oh, okay, well he's out. He's neutralized himself. But that's
So James now, everyone's in the points.
I can tell you that. That's gonna be discussed by the stewards in a bit, if they're alright.
Yeah.
Don't know. But as we go on to the final lap, we got.
I think that would be enough for a league kick, even, because that was just
definitely a race ban. But we are not stewards,
Yeah.
of course. As we got Speedmaster at the front here. So, very
Yeah.
controlled by Speed here.
Very dominant race
Very
by
dominant.
him, yeah.
Pulled off the start.
Oh my god, we
had-
almost jinxed it again.
Pulled very much off the start and was able to control the pace in front of Master Strike. Master Strike's race fell apart in his hands, unfortunately. With
Yeah.
collisions, penalties,
As
everything.
Master Strike is actually gaining.
Master Strike gaining might?
Does he have the ERS?
Seems very close. There's a possibility.
9 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths.
We're going back. Roman, once again, is going to finish just behind, I believe. Let me just double check that. I am not
Yeah.
sure. Yep, just behind. I think they finished 1-2 last race, did they?
Mm,
So,
they did.
same race. No. Different race, but looks to be the same standings.
Yeah.
Seems to be the same finishers as we're going to be.
Speed rounding the
crossing
final
line.
corners.
We're going to win the single Grand Prix round 2 in EGRL Tier 1. Here we go. That's the finish.
Ooh.
Second
Okay,
place.
you're
is
probably
gonna be
allowed to do that here.
Roman G.
Roman
crosses
going over the
for
line,
another
P2
second
again.
place. As we're watching this big battle here between
All
N-Talk
eyes
and
on Master
Master
Strike versus N-Talk, but I don't think he's close enough.
As he goes for an absolute
Oh, N-Talk.
bomb into here.
Yeah, N-Talk is gonna go into the final corners to get himself the final podium position, closely followed by N-Talk. Next one over the line, the man who's been harassed by Babyface here. He's gonna cross the line in P5 despite everything. Fair play to him. Next is gonna be Aaron Harper. He's gonna cross the line in P6. And he's actually gonna get Owen on penalties. Oh. Yeah, I didn't consider that. So Ty is gonna run to final corners. And he finishes in P7. Next one is gonna be Elite Silver. P8. P9 is gonna be Mythical Nub. So everyone will be getting points for this race, as only 10 finished. And here we go, Mythical Nub into the final 2 corners. Over the line, and he secures himself 2 points. And James following him. And that is the Singapore Grand Prix concluded. So, a very interesting race with some conflict on track, with a very timely safety car right in the middle of the race. But a great effort from everyone, especially Speed, who dominated this race and is going to take home the trophy. Also, Speed and Roman were the only people without penalties, so very well done to them. Even in the rain, they managed to keep it on track for 31 consecutive laps. So yeah, once again, shout out to EGRL for giving us the chance to commentate today, and go follow them on everything. So there's YouTube and Twitch, both are Elite Gaming Racing League, and we hope you'll tune in for the next race. That's gonna be next Saturday, same time.
Discord. click on https://discord.gg/xbgwker5ha to join our Discord, where you will be able to race in our league. You can race in either our 125 francs or 1 franc.
Huge apologies for that, guys. Right, we are back. Slight issue just downstairs, so I had to quickly go check something. But huge congratulations to, it was Speed and Roman, and it was Entok at the end on the podium, I believe it was that correct?
Yep.
Yes, Entok at the end. Congratulations to all three of them and everyone who survived the race with changing conditions once again. League Race is having a horrible hate for drivers, clearly, by the fact that changing conditions happen so often. We've seen I think like 10 of the last 15 races have had rain midway through. But
Well, that's a bit exaggerated, but
no, it's
yeah,
not, it's not
we've seen a lot of
station.
changing conditions.
Yeah. But yeah, hope you guys have all enjoyed. Follow down below and make sure you stick catch up with this Elite Gaming Racing League once again, and huge shout out to them. And I believe when's the next race? Tonight again, isn't it? 7 o'clock?
Ah, yeah, there's a 7 o'clock race,
Tier
but it's
2.
F124, isn't it?
Yes, Tier 2 is on 7 PM tonight. Go check that out, support them, and we will see you guys in a bit.